Welcome everybody to the first episode of a new series I'm doing called Minor Details, where we look at the small and insignificant details in anything I come across. You know that feeling where you see something once in a while that you don't necessarily dislike or really feel anything towards, but it still kind of rubs you the wrong way? That's what this series thrives on. For the first episode, I'm looking at a pretty large flaw in a fun game. As overzealous as I may be, for the first episode I dove into the hellish abyss also known as Roblox, however you want to pronounce it. More specifically, a game on Roblox known as Phantom Forces. A game I was forced to play on my laptop a few months ago because I couldn't run anything more than unturned at medium settings. Obviously, I don't really worry about what games I could run anymore, but I still went back to that godforsaken game just to see how it has grown over the last few months. Now, in such a wonderful game, what flaw could I possibly be focusing on? Is it that it's Roblox? The gameplay? The fact that it reset all my data? The kids? The weird crouching mechanics? The fact that actual Battlefield runs better than it? The fact that Battlefield 1 even runs better than it? The kids? The fact that they literally named one of their maps Ravod 911 with a layout nearly identical to a map in Battlefield 4 called Zavod 311? Is it the fact that they took the already somewhat obnoxious Battle Pack system from Battlefield and made it even more intrusive and terrible in every way? Nope, what we're focusing on is much more trivial than that, and it has to do with animations. Observe, this is the M9 pistol in-game. As you can see, the pistol, besides having a weirdly tiny model, behaves like a real M9. The slide kicks back with each shot, and when you reload with a magazine that's not empty, your character simply drops the current one and loads in a new one. When you do empty the mag, the slide is locked back and your character once again drops the mag, loads in a new one, and then releases the slide. That's fine, and that's how it works in real life. The same with the AK-12. When reloading on a full magazine, you just swap them out, and with an empty one, you see your character chamber the initial shot. That's also good. Why then does the M4 or any AR-based weapon completely mess up the reload? Instead of just swapping the mag, your character, after putting in a new one, hits the bolt release. Why? You're not chambering a new shot, there's already one in the chamber. And if that's not bad enough, if you reload on a full magazine, your character finalizes the reload by pulling back the charging handle. Yes, you can chamber a shot that way, but why? They clearly animated the bolt catch animation, why not use that? And it wasn't always like this. Back when I played the game a few months ago, the animation was fine, the reloads were done how they would be in real life, and that was one of the few things I gave the game credit for. Now they ruin it for no reason at all. I honestly don't know what the point of playing this game is, at least for myself. It's a simplified, lo-fi, no destruction or vehicle version of Battlefield, which I can play at a much higher and more stable frame rate. In all honesty though, if you don't have that good of a PC to play games, I guess I would recommend Phantom Forces. Yes, it has a lot of flaws and a very childish and immature fan base, not restricted to children, but the gunplay is fun and it can pretty much run on a potato. So if you're desperate, I emphasize the word desperate, for a free FPS on a low-end PC, I guess you could try this out. Just be careful, you don't want to lose too many brain cells. Oh, and watch for scammers. One more thing, if this game can have fully animated weapons, you can too, Nelson. That was the first episode of Minor Details. If I seemed a bit nitpicky, that's because that's exactly what the series is intended to be. It's just all entirely nitpicking. Comment down below what you want me to cover next, from major plot points in movies to the tiniest details you would ever notice in games.